the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida Atlantic's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Through the air, it's Proctor. Got his man quickly. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh 2nd down.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's open on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to go up the tempo.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often to create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front. The hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Moore to the air. Steps away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Staley. Inside the 35. Knocked knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it up to 33.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Floating away. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make a stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tennessee. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Makes the grab. It's Staley. He's loose. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you just pound it down the throat on second down?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And they can't punch it in with the 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback.
And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Owls headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Makes the grab. Spins away from the defense. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Flips it out on the screen. Past the 45. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way.
And he strikes
they've got a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop on the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Terrell. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Sampson. Quick with the spin move. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. To the air, it's Proctor. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Staley. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. On the ground, it's Terrell. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And here comes the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Got some room into the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Volunteer! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators are there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown ball! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but you're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous. They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice?
That's all the ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down coming up. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that tip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Scrambling away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. In the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He's inside the 10. Lots of running room. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer! The 18 unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Vols at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this one will be marked. Just outside the 40-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Volunteers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And down to a knee. I guess that's one option. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. And he just took a knee. I mean, so much for extending the play. He just quit on it. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. And he takes a knee. If that's an option, it's a bad one. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Power football with the run. He was fighting and driving and pushing, but he is stopped short of the end zone on 4th and goal. He'll put it down at the 2. Out of the gun, the running back has it. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40.
29.
The give is to Smith. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They go to the ground, runs through a tackle, and he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground from the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Easy.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try the run. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Vols with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Fisher. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Ready?
And the quarterback takes a knee. Give to the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. It's caught downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Get set, get set.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Card. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go right back to it. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the run looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Despite coming up short on the previous two fourth down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Quarterback looks for a little space. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball comes to rest right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner And not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway. That is a massive play on special teams.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They want that clock to run. There he goes! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The quarterback takes a knee.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.